Here in this east-west situated conflict, the Wardens continue their drive eastward towards Colonial positions in Endless Shore. The PressCorps' Mari Sharp has more.
Day 215 of the 36th conflict, Endless Shore. Approximately half a dozen Colonials fighting on the weathered landing about 100 meters south of the Salt Brook Channel outskirts. Howitzers, Warden howitzers, firing right now on the position.
Move the truck way.
Aiming for a truck that is now disabled. I see a howitzer approximately 67 meters away, but that can't be the one that's firing because it's too close. Never mind, it is. It's hitting their backline. It just can't depress any further. Second Lieutenant Flopso of the 22 ACR, Mari Sharp at the PressCorps. What's your current take on the situation? Ordnance of all kinds flying here at the weathered landing. Colonials have constructed a sandbag wall, of which they are using as a position in which to try to fire safely, but the Wardens are responding with howitzers hitting the back line, preventing reinforcements from getting close. 2 Colonial logistics trucks are under fire and on fire, with engineers desperately trying to repair them. It should be noted that the Colonials do have a great firing position with this sandbag wall, as well as a few gun nests, and they are cutting down Warden troops trying to advance, funneled in by these walls. These two Tier 2 walls are helping both sides in some way, but the Wardens are trying to circumvent the sandbag wall with so many frags. My goodness. This is a meat grinder if I've ever seen one. The opening here only 15 meters wide, more or less.
Oh, SAG.
Truly is funneled in like an hourglass. Wardens, however, desperately trying to hold on to their howitzer. Howitzer is already at the minimum possible range. Colonials making some headway, meters at a time.
Okay, and here you are at the front.
The frag grenades scattering them, so much green ash as well. Some troops falling despite having gas masks, their filters being depleted, and night is currently upon us. Day 215, 1800 hours, here at Weather Landing. Colonial troops finally advancing forward, attempting to construct some Tier 2 walls to block the forward push. Sergeant Honeyking of the Anzac, are you there?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Mari Sharp with the PressCorps. Tell me, how do you think you've been able to last this long here on the front line in this absolute meat grinder?
Oh, well, I only just got here, but it seems like a pretty bad shithole, I'd say.
You think you'll be able to advance in the face of all that ordnance from earlier?
I'd say if we drain their resources, then yeah. Just gotta keep the morale going, and I'm sure we can do a few pushes.
And with night falling, are you worried about Warden flanks?
Could you give me some BMAX?
No, I think we can definitely hold out just long enough, at least through the night.
I don't have
reinforcements.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time.
No worries.
Colonials trying to keep the Warden influx of troops from the Drowned Vale, as well as a flank from Marvin's Hollow, trying to keep this influx intact, but they simply can't do it. Not with this much firepower remaining. About a third of Endless Shore, the south-southwestern corner of Weathered Landing, held by Warden occupiers, and the Wardens break through, reach Salt Brook Channel, and collapse the front line here in Endless Shore. The question remains to be answered. For the PressCorps, I'm Mari Sharp.